thought everybody would appreciate some book porn. So I got thanks, Yaga. I got 3 books from an antique bookshop in Windsor next to the castle, and they are metaphysical spirituality books, and they wrapped them in brown paper, so it's like a present. And apparently spiritualism and mediumship became really popular in England around wartime because so many people died and they lost so many people that they got really interested in getting in touch with them. They were all grieving. So this book is called Occult Principles of Health and Healing, and it is Rosicrucian literature. It's apparently been borrowed more than 14 days. So written by a few strange white dudes, but full of a lot of interesting healing teachings that are also integrated in some ways into pranic healing. So this one was going to be pretty exciting. It's quite old, and let's see how old it is. 1938 copyright. So it's been around the block a few times. Thank you, Yaga. You're so helpful. Here's another one. Yaga, move your butt. Oh. Ooh. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is the one that was my favorite. So this lady, Estelle Roberts, was a famous medium, and when I went to Sir Arthur Findlay College, her portrait's actually on the wall, and she was one of the mediums who belonged to the adult Hogwarts. And it's actually signed by her, which is part of the price tag. And she published this. Let's see what that says. Betty MacDonald was signed to somebody. First published 1938. And this one has all sorts of like ethical things and things about spiritual development of people who have already left the body. And inside of it was this lovely little Players Cigarettes card for like film stars. Valerie Hobson. Very bizarre little bookmark. The bookshop owner said he likes to leave the little remnants of history that people used as bookmarks inside of the books. And then in the back of this, you can't really find this on any of the like eBay listings or anything. Like, this book is pretty unique, which is pretty fantastic. The Psychic Life of Jesus is one of their publications. That's very interesting. But in the back here, it's so old that it has advertisements for when she was doing demonstrations and stuff, when she was alive and she was teaching and everything. So Red Cloud was the name of her spirit guide, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I'm going to make a class out of this one. And then last but not least, oh yeah, I don't even remember what I got at this point. Let's see. It says, here we go. It's hard to read. There we go. What Mediumship Is by Horace Leaf. Very appropriate considering the class was all about mediumship that I went to for a week at Arthur Findlay, the adult Hogwarts. Apparently there was a thing called the Psychic Book Club way back when, and also first published in 1938, so you can kind of see a theme that they were all around the same time. There's a little bit of moisture damage on this one. You can see an advertisement in the back here. Here's another for the Psychic Life of Jesus. And here we go. Arthur Findlay's trilogy. So the college I went to was Arthur Findlay College. So that's Arthur Findlay's famous trilogy. So lots of interesting stuff in here. There's some detailing of different practices, how to develop controlled speaking, ectoplasm, what the forms are made of, fancy schmancy, table tilting, magnetic healing, the subconsciousness, how to divine for water. So some of this just really interesting, just like a lot of energy principles and everything. And some of it, like my skeptical psychic kind of comes out, and some of it is very, very applicable, and like I can really resonate with it and what it's talking about compared to my experiences. So these are the lovely old books that were my souvenirs, and they're honestly way better than like a tea cozy with King Charles or whatever on it. And man, there were some really cheap things there. So those are my books. I hope you enjoyed me opening them.